Who's your favorite women's basketball player?
Caitlin Clark.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like Paige Bueckers?
She's okay. I didn't see her playing in the women's NBA, so.
She just got drafted.
#1.
Dallas.
Did you hear the news? Paige Bueckers and Angel Reese just got roasted by one of the best NBA players right now, and it's hilarious to say the least. That's right, I'm talking about none other than Luka Doncic, who named his favorite WNBA player, and surprise, surprise, it's not Paige Bueckers or Angel Reese.
Let's get to Luka Doncic. Goodness, he was asked about his favorite women's basketball player. This is hilarious.
Luka Doncic, the man who treats triple-doubles like light cardio, has just declared Caitlin Clark as his favorite WNBA player. And guess who couldn't handle it? That's right, Paige Bueckers and Angel Reese, who immediately started having a meltdown like they just got left on read by their biggest celebrity crush.
There's an old saying, real recognize real, game, but it applies when it comes to NBA players talking about Caitlin Clark, who have never hesitated to show Caitlin Clark.
After a recent trade from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Doncic decided to bless a show called Sunday Conversation, and the next thing you know, he's talking about the WNBA. With a killer smile, he drops the bomb. Caitlin Clark's my favorite. And at the same time, the internet practically exploded with responses. Indiana Fever fans started building statues, while Buecker fans were basically at a virtual funeral.
Hilarious. Who's your favorite women's basketball player? Caitlin Clark. You don't like Paige Bueckers? Quote, shrugs. She's okay. Haven't seen her play in the WNBA, so okay. I mean, he's not wrong.
While Luka had nothing but praise for Clark, his response to Paige was considered cold or even downright disrespectful by the latter's fan base. Because Paige Bueckers, she was not ready for this. You see, Paige had already spent months with the next Caitlin narrative in her mind, but now, Luka has all but killed her vibe by saying, yeah, she's okay, but my queen is in Indiana. Now that's gotta hurt.
Talked about, there was no hesitancy from any of the players who are just looking at it from ball terms, who are just looking at it, yeah, she's the truth. Like that's how it is on the basketball court. It always has been my whole life. As you get out there, somebody may look a certain way, but then they can hoop. And there ain't no more to it after that. And the latest person to show that kind of love to Caitlin Clark, who's done this in the past, was Luka Doncic, who talked about, Caitlin being his favorite.
When asked specifically about Paige, Luka was as cold as possible and replied, she's okay. I haven't seen her play in the women's NBA. First of all, it was a savage response. Luka basically said, who? In the nicest, most straightforward way possible. It wasn't even malicious. It was indifferent, which is the most disrespectful thing you can do apart from talking trash.
Obviously, for all Dallas fans, taking it out, Paige Bueckers catching strays and Nico Harrison, I stand by that one. Don't even want to, even he don't want to be compared to no passive.
While Clark fans were celebrating, Bueckers' fanbase immediately spiraled out of control. He hasn't seen her play yet. Just wait until she drops 30 inches. Sure, sweeties, sure. But Luka's face said it all, and he's already tuned into the Caitlin Clark show. Once you start watching her play, you simply don't go for a cheap reboot starring Paige Bueckers. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is completely losing it.
Draft pick after a 9-31 season, the Dallas Wings.
Paige, what are the expectations? Honestly, she fits in effortlessly. If you think about a puzzle, the final piece that just clicks in and it's like, oh, that's like glue, that's great. I have a masterpiece. That is what Paige was able to accomplish in college. Like you mentioned, she's battle tested.
Angel was not about to miss her chance to feel personally victimized. Word on the street is that Angel was quietly waiting for her celebrity co-sign moment. But Luka didn't even blink in her direction. Not even a courtesy mention. Nothing. Just Caitlin Clark. End of story.
It's her persistence, but what I love the most is her efficiency. She is one of the most efficient guards we have ever seen. And at the WNBA, you want players that can do work, that can do damage against teams without the ball in their hand. She's played off ball and she's succeeded. She's a 3-level scorer. She has a tough, little post game, right? But more importantly,
Angel was probably grinding her way to posting a new TikTok thirst trap while Luka dropped his bombshell. Rumor has it she started texting group chats like, "He just said that 'cause she's white," while her PR team scrambled to schedule a totally spontaneous workout video. But the damage was done.
She's okay. I didn't see her playing in the women's NBA, so
She just got drafted.
#1.
Dallas.
So some people are going to make a big deal out of the Dallas part of that, obviously, and him dissing Paige Bueckers because, you know, he left the Mavericks or was traded away from the Mavericks. I still can't believe that happened. You know, his point is fair, though, right? Paige Bueckers has not played in the WNBA yet, so we have not seen what she's able to do at the professional level versus we've seen Caitlin Clark dominate.
That's right. While we haven't seen Paige prove herself on the WNBA turf, we have surely seen Caitlin Clark dominating the whole league single-handedly. And she has once again managed to send her peers into a full psychological meltdown. It's honestly beautiful if you think about it. Caitlin Clark didn't ask for this level of obsession. She didn't text Luka a reminder. But here we are.
He doesn't give a F. No, he does not. He doesn't care. Honest response, talent recognizes talent. Without a doubt. I mean, that's hilarious. It really.
Now, let's talk about why Luka's love declaration hit Paige and Angel so hard. Firstly, Paige Bueckers was supposed to be the new face for the post-Caitlin era. The whole Dallas Wings camp was doing cartwheels after drafting her because she was the safe bet. The perfect media darling to ride the Caitlin wave.
Paige Bueckers going to the next
By
level.
the way, Greeny, you were correct. It is going to be a new jersey for Paige.
A new jersey,
Right? Very
correct.
likely going to be a Dallas Wings jersey for
Right.
Paige. What are the expectations? Honestly, she fits in effortlessly. If you think about a puzzle, the final piece that just clicks in, it's like, oh, that's like glue, that's great. I have a masterpiece. That is what Paige was able to accomplish in college.
The Dallas Wings general manager was practically skipping down the hallway after signing Paige Bueckers, except Luka just showed up to the party, poured his drink on the cake, and walked straight over to Caitlin's table. And here's the interesting part. This isn't the first time Luka has shared his admiration for Caitlin Clark. He had already described her as the female version of Steph Curry.
This is what Luka had said about Caitlin Clark in the past, by the way, so it wasn't the first time that he showed her love, and of course he was on the Mavericks at this point.
It's a woman with Steph Curry. She can shoot it better than me.
So there you go, Luka on Caitlin Clark back then when he was still on the Mavericks. Still odd that he's in a Lakers jersey.
That's right. Luka even accepted that Clark could shoot better than him, which takes a lot of courage as a professional athlete. Let's be real, Caitlin Clark isn't your average rookie who got famous. She's a once-in-a-generation talent who has single-handedly uplifted the entire league.
A rising tide raises all boats. If Caitlin Clark is the quote-unquote savior, if she's the golden girl, milk it.
And Angel Reese? Her entire brand is built on being the Bayou Barbie, the one who creates narratives and demands her flowers. So when Luka skipped her like a Spotify ad, her whole PR team probably started chain smoking. Angel had built her persona on being the queen of hoops, and yet the NBA's giants keep naming Caitlin Clark the heir to the throne. It's got to burn.
Y'all be feeling too entitled, thinking y'all's opinions matter about someone else's life instead of minding your own business. I promise you win at life when you just live your own life and mind your own business. I promise. I don't give a rat about that.
And before you even say it, yes, Luka calling Caitlin his favorite, it really matters. In a league fighting for relevance, having NBA stars name drop you is a huge thing. Luka's fans are global, and his picking Caitlin sends a message internationally that she's the player to watch, to endorse, to build narratives around. Paige and Angel might be stars in America, but Caitlin, she's now officially a global sensation.
The Caitlin Clark effect is not dying. I don't feel like we have seen a dip in just, how do I even put this into words, just how much people care about Caitlin Clark.
Honestly, the meltdown from other players has only started. We all know that Angel is about to post some distasteful TikToks about loyalty, and real ones support you without cameras. You know Paige's IG stories are about to be full of stay humble, stay grinding quotes next to black and white gym selfies. The hate is already leaking through the apps like smoke from a wildfire.
I'm mad. But Angel Reese, you give people the ammunition to criticize. If you don't want people, let's list a bevy of things this could possibly be. You don't want people criticizing your, let's say, your outfits, the way you dress, so on and so forth. Don't post them on social media. You don't want people to criticize.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is just going to do what she always does. Show up, drop some amazing logo threes, make defenders look silly, and pretend she's not driving half the WNBA to group therapy.
Christmas Eve, and it says Caitlin Clark raised the profile of women's basketball to unprecedented levels in both the college ranks and the WNBA, and Tuesday she was named the AP Female Athlete of the Year for her impact on and off the court. They went on to talk about her leading Iowa to the national championship game, and then she became the #1 pick in the WNBA draft and then went on to win Rookie of the Year. From there, you guys, she has won so many awards and broken so many records. It's actually become a meme at this point because it's just crazy. People are putting together graphics and there's just so many things.
Angel and Paige might be good, but the harsh truth is they can never, and I mean never, achieve the level of greatness Caitlin Clark has already grabbed with both hands in a ridiculously short amount of time. It's not about talent alone. Paige Bueckers can hoop, no doubt. Angel Reese can be named as the most iconic, but Clark has that once-in-a-generation charm. That's not teachable. That is something you are born with.
Article, Caitlin Clark is a worldwide phenomenon whose playing style has drawn a level of hype that hasn't been seen in basketball in a decade. At least a decade, Mick. At least a decade. Seriously.
While Paige was battling injuries and trying to stay in the top 10 clips of college basketball, Caitlin Clark was changing the damn sport. She wasn't just another star. She was a phenomenon.
The Indiana Fever have their first playoff berth since 2016. 2 years ago, their home attendance was 1,800 fans. Their average this year, home attendance, is 17,000. That's almost 10 times. And, of course, the big difference is Caitlin Clark.
Angel, same story. She's got the style, she's got the charisma, she's got the sass. And in college, she had the crown for about 12 minutes before Caitlin snatched it without even blinking. Angel dominated headlines after LSU's title run, but Caitlin owned the headlines every day after that, with or without a ring. That's the difference between a moment and a movement. Angel had a moment. Caitlin is the movement.
She's embraced the villain. She understands social media. She's done quite well. She is cashed in, literally cashed in. But her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark.
So the next time Luka Doncic, or LeBron, or Steph Curry, or literally anyone names Caitlin Clark as the one, maybe, just maybe, Angel and Paige should stop panicking in the group chat and start taking notes.
She's having impact on her team that nobody else in the league is having on her team. This is a team that went 13-27 last year. And suddenly, the Indiana Fever are the hottest team by far in the league. In the league. I've got the fever. I can't help it. I can't stop watching. I can't stop talking about the impact Caitlin Clark is having on game after game after game.
Because greatness isn't given, it's taken. And Caitlin Clark already took it with a crossover, a logo 3, and 0 apologies. So what do you think? Is Caitlin Clark better than Angel and Paige? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more basketball updates. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.